So I wanted to talk a little bit about the first time that I fell off a horse. And I want to share this with you because I think that it can really help you if you're experiencing any fear with your horse right now. And the reason I'm talking about this is because I was helping someone the other day who was going through some fearful emotions, and I really thought, well, what can I share with people across the world that would also help them? Because in that moment I was just with that one person, having a conversation with her. So my first fall, I think I might have been 6 or 7 years old, around there, maybe 8. And I remember the fall happening. I was on a Connemara pony out in a huge outdoor arena. I remember falling, and I remember getting back up and being okay. And I didn't realize that in that moment, that's when the fear seeped in, because I don't think I got back on in that moment. And what happened was I was already hooked onto horses at that point. So here I'm going around happily riding my Connemara pony, and bam, Ariana hits the ground, shocked. Now things have come into a reality check. Now it's no longer just this rosy, thing. Now the reality is hit that yes, I can fall off. And I think it's so valuable for all of us young to learn that we can fall off, because it'll help make us better and help make us search and dig to become better riders, to communicate better with our horses, to understand things better. But I remember for months after that, I was really scared of getting back on a horse, and so scared that I don't think I would get back on that Connemara pony. I remember taking some lunge lessons with someone, and she had this beautiful bay gelding. He was a dressage horse, older dressage horse. My mom actually leased him a little bit, and I remember she would give me lunge lessons, and I remember just praying that she wouldn't ask me to trot or canter. I remember trying to talk to her and have conversations to use up the time of the lesson so that all we did was walk. I didn't want to trot. I didn't want to canter. And I was scared that the horse was going to just blow forward or spook, and I would just fall off to the side or wouldn't be able to hang on. And so I would go through every single lunge lesson. I would show up because I loved horses, and I would show up because I was mad at myself for having that fear. So I would get on the horse, which is great, but then I would hold the thought in my head, but don't do this. What if this? What happens if this? And I would hold that thought every step that horse took. I remember this going on for months. And I don't think I cleared it for a long time. And, fast forward to today, now getting on horses, confident, feeling secure in myself. But even as an adult, I've gone through experiences that have really frightened me or scared me. We're all human. We're all going to experience fear. And think about it. Think about Olympians standing on the podium with their medals. They've just won a medal. They've just taken their horse through an amazing thing. I guarantee you that every single one of those Olympians has experienced fear at some point on their journey. Fear is part of the journey. It's something that you're going to go through, all of us. But the thing is, if you keep showing up, if you keep getting into the arena, if you keep getting on that horse like I did on those lunge lessons, eventually it will melt away. And that's what's happened with all those Olympians on the podium as well. They kept showing up. Their passion kept being there, and they kept showing up despite their fears. And those fears melted away and then maybe came back later down the road. But if you keep showing up in any way that you can, whether it's even by staying at home and educating yourself and watching visual content, educational content to help you, anything you can do to just keep on going, even if it's small and slow, it doesn't matter. Just keep showing up, and that fear will eventually, with hours, miles of experience and time, will start to melt away. So I wanted to share that with you. And as an adult, I experienced fear again really strong with my first Mustang that I worked with. I took a huge fall off of her, and I experienced a whole lot of fear about getting back on her the second time. And I sought out the help of some of my friends of mine who really helped me understand what I was experiencing, understand my horse, and understand how to work through the process. But there really is no way to work through fear than to walk through it slow, to walk through it steady, but to put one foot in front of the other, a few minutes at a time, whether it's 5 minutes at a time or not. But you don't have to conquer your fear all in one go. Take your time with it, but I want you to know I've gone through it. Other people have gone through it, and I don't think there's anyone riding horses today that hasn't felt fear at some point. It's natural for all of us. And I think that fear, if you look at it, is a beautiful thing because it makes us step back and want to learn more, want to appreciate the horse more, want to learn how to respect and honor the horse more, want to learn how to communicate better with them, how to become better humans with our horses. So if we see fear as not only a challenge for ourselves, but we understand it will go away, but we also see it as a gift, it can really help us. And I can tell you for sure that my fears that I've had have helped me become better with all horses. My first fall that I had when I was young, because of that fall, I can help horse X, Y, and Z now. Because of the fall on my Mustang, I can help another horse right now, or 10 horses right now, or I might be able to help a horse that's coming to me in 5 years from now, or in 10 years from now that I don't even know about now, because it's in the future. So just, if you're going through fear right now, try not to beat yourself up. I've been through it, I've gone through it, and I probably will go through it again. But I learn mechanisms for myself now, how to walk myself through it. So learning how to do that is very important, and seeking the support of friends and going slow, going really, really slow, and educating yourself, learning from people that you trust, talk to people that you trust as well. So I think fear is so common, but maybe we all don't talk about it, and especially among professionals, maybe it's not a topic that is on a daily conversation that we have, or in daily conversations that we have, but I guarantee you we've all gone through it. I know I have, and I know a lot of people that have. So don't feel alone, we're all in this together, and just keep taking small steps at a time in the direction of walking right through the curtain of your fear, and you'll come out the other side just fine.